Hey everybody, how you doing today? It's Superfiend here, and welcome back to our Warhammer II Grom the Paunch campaign for Mortal Empires. We are almost back on our feet. We had a bit of a setback at the tail end of 2 episodes ago, and we've pretty much got our 3 armies back. We lost 2 armies. We didn't lose Grom's army, but we basically now are back to 3 armies. Zark Blackbog, our newest goblin war boss, is leading an attack over here at Brion against Safari. If we can win this, we can sack it, get plenty of money. We need that right now because we've only got a couple turns of money in our treasury for our negative upkeep. And once we get back on our feet, we can make the call to the WAAAGH, and we can get some really good strong armies, and we can really crump and thump some humies, some elves, some dwarves. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll see you on the battlefield. All right. Now we've gone ahead and deployed kind of on the left edge of the battlefield map, where we've got this little building that we can put our war machines behind. And we've got our night goblins with fanatics in front. Now, I don't know if fanatics work the same as they always have. It's a vortex ground. Yeah, it basically looks like they always have. So we're going to want to try to deploy those carefully. And then we're going to go ahead and set out on the sides here. And we have our nasty skulkers. And our war machines are already firing. Let's go ahead and weaken their missile units if we can. Okay, so lots of war machine fire in here. Where's those bat-winged loonies? There goes one right there. We're doing really good damage here to the archers. They're nearly ready to flee. So let's go ahead and hit the spearmen. There goes some more. Boom. Good hits in there. Okay, now they're opening fire on us. That's okay. We got the silver shields. They can't see our night goblins right here. Nice and hidden. And then we got our archers that can come around the side. Now, it does look like we're going to be relatively safe on this flank, so I'm going to bring our spears up. We got our big boss and our goblin bosses over in here as well. Okay, let's just stretch this out. Let's put our nasty skulkers. And now let's go ahead. Fire in here. And let's get our Night Goblin Fanatics. Okay, where do we need this first? Probably right in here. Okay, come on, bring it over. Bring it over. Then we'll charge in. So there go the Fanatics. And let's go ahead and aim there. And there with the Doom Divers, and then we'll go there, and there. Okay, we have shattered them for the most part. They're not going to be able to withstand us here. Let's get our nasty skulkers in here on the silver helms. Whoops, that was not very effective, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and get up in the silver helms again. Okay, how are we looking? So far, so good. How's our WAAAGH meter? Our WAAAGH meter is building up slowly, but getting there. Okay, let's push up. Bunch of gibbering lunatics, our goblins are. Let's pop the WAAAGH. Okay, and then let's come up. Get in here. Now we have more fanatics that we can use, but we have to wait. Okay, so we got 5 seconds. 1 second here. Let's see. I guess let's just put it out there. Let's see the fanatics. There they go. Doing some okay damage. And we have increased projectiles from our Grom's Cauldron recipe. Okay. from our missile units. And there we go. They're going to flee. And that's the victory for us. We did take a little bit of damage, but, you know, like I said, we came out of this okay. And I'll see you back on the campaign map. Okay, so we earned a little bit of money there, and we did gain a skill point. Doesn't look like we got any equipment. And wow, this was not worth as much as I was hoping. I was hoping for at least a couple thousand, but it's only worth 1,500. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to sack that, though. We do need whatever we can get there. And then this army is now free to push up. And just like we did before, I think we're going to go ahead and boost up our gobos first. And then we'll get a little bit in the blue line. Okay, but we've picked up some followers and things here. And let's... okay, we got to do our other skill points. And do we have other things that we can assign? We got a Serial Luda, Shaman's Lackey, Hero Recruitment Cost for Shamans, a reduction. Gabo Ranta. Okay, nothing in there. And we'll go ahead and get another point into Gutter Fighter. And we'll do the same over here. They should level up at about the same pace. And we're replenishing right now. We can't really recruit anything extra, right? And then now we want to come over here. And I really don't know what is taking Skarsnik so long to settle into the lands over here. Maybe we need to come over and attack this stuff first. And so to that end, I think what we'll do, we're going to have our walls next turn. Like this is all going to be taken care of next turn. So I think a logical choice would be if we could make the jump over to here. And then we'll move down this way. And then maybe once Grom and our army over here kind of penetrate into the Wood Elves a little bit, maybe they can both move together. I don't know. This is a very basic army. If they underground move and try to get us, it's very doubtful to me that we would be able to win those fights, right? That's very doubtful. But then with Grom right over here, well, I think what we should do, the obvious choice, is to cut Harrieth off right here, and we'll be able to attack next turn. And then we're going to have recruitment cost reduction coming in. And we can move with Gorfang, and let's see, what did he do? He blocks army. Let's bring him up this way to scout. We've already moved our shaman. All right, let's see what happens. We've only got a couple turns before we run out of income. So we got to get some money back. We got to get it back pretty quick. Luan Kur left. He went back towards his territory. I think he might be fighting the Red Duke, but I'm not sure. He could be at war with the Bretonnians, and he may not just like... He may just not like moving through the territory here because he takes attrition. It's hard to say.
Boys, bring Gromies.
Okay, they still want their alliance with us. That's very unlawful. Dwarves seeking out alliances with Grom. Now, if you ever see High Elves seeking out alliances with Grom, then you know that there's a problem, right? Ooh, they're asking for a peace treaty. But we're not going to give them this. We're going to reject. Children of the Old Ones are up somewhere. Big and Bullies. And, gosh, you know what? I think we're going to take the Chaos Corruption because we need that money. And now we're going to get less eaten, more building. And that's going to give us construction cost reduction. We're not really using that very much. We're not doing a lot of building in this campaign. We have very little territory, which is actually kind of nice. It's kind of nice to not be worried about upgrading your territory so much. Now, if we push up to here, we're going to take a little bit of damage as we move, maybe? Or does the attrition occur afterwards? Yeah, no, we took a little bit of damage. But we'll go ahead and replenish, and we're just going to start creeping our way up to Artois. And let's go ahead and come way back here with our big boss and scout. And then let's move this way with our shaman. Okay, so we got eyes and ears. on what kind of reinforcements and stuff they could be bringing towards us. And we'll put that skill point into steel technology. And then just right over here, I'm just going to do what I did before at Grom. I'm going to force march because I don't want to get caught in the underway. You know, underground moving through here, there's a chance that we could get caught. I don't think that we would, but I'm not going to risk it because we just got our armies back up. And then after a nice little fight right here, we don't even have to go to the battlefield for this. That looks great. How much money do we get? I hope it's like 3,000 or 4,000. 2,400. Sacking it is not worth it, so we're going to raise this again. Income from post-battle loot. Income from sacking. Armor of Destiny. All right, there we go. That is a wonderful item. And where do we need to put that? I think we should go ahead and give it to Grom. And the lucky banner gives him ward save 10%, so Grom's looking a little bit more durable. And then now what about in here? Basic armor. We could give her the gambler's armor with the ward save. And we have some skill points that we need to assign. So let's now go ahead and get the Purple Sun of Xerius, I think. This is a vortex. It could come in handy with all the units and stuff piled on top of Grom, and then we could drop the vortex down and do some pretty good damage there. And then we can't pick up scouting. I don't want to get sneaky stabbing, I don't think. Let's just put a point into specialist. He's mostly here to level up along with Grom and everything, and maybe cast out some sneaky stabbing every once in a while. Okay, so we are raiding a little bit over here. Musalon's not going to like that, the Red Duke. And is it time to call in our WAAAGH? I think it is. I think it is. Now, when you issue a WAAAGH, if you attack factions that are strong, you actually get more rewards. So is there anybody near us that's fairly strong? So we got the Wood Elves at strength rank 17, and we have Talea at 18. And I've got eyes for tearing apart the forest over there. So I think maybe we'll call upon the WAAAGH, and we'll choose the Oak of Ages. And then we'll try to get everybody together and move through here. And with Grom's army immune to attrition, once we just make it past here, we should be able to get through here pretty quick. So that actually looks pretty good. Let's go ahead. Let's call our WAAAGH. We're going to pick our target over here, the Oak of Ages. Now, does it show you in here? I thought there was a way to see your possible rewards. Trophy preview. Killed the Stinky Skinnies. Research rate, faction-wide, ammunition, all armies. Missile strength, all armies. So that's kind of the same for all of them. Now, what do we get over here? Okay, so see, it says the biggest trophy, factions ranked 1 to 10. The Biga trophy, factions ranked 11 to 30. And the Big trophy, factions ranked 30 and below. So if we go for the Wood Elves, if we go to the Wood Elves, we'll get the Big trophy. And there's nobody else over here that has a big trophy. We could go with Reichland. Reichland would also be a choice. Let's cancel, and let's look at Reichland.
This action does not.
Oh, they have 10 settlements. 10 settlements. Grom is on his way there. He's right here, right?
Immortal Grom.
And then Durbach Spitebacker is, he's on his way there. What's it worth if we sack this with Grom? It'd be worth 5,900, 9,800 there. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to call the WAAAGH quite yet. I'm not going to call it quite yet. I'm going to wait. I want to strike Paravon and Montfort before we call the WAAAGH. So I want to get all three armies clearly together. And then we can decide if we want to go after Empire or the Wood Elves. Because it's a tough call. They'd both be good choices. If I could wipe out Reichland or most of Reichland early, then we won't have to put up with them. However, if we go after Reichland, it's going to pull us away from massive Oracle. And that could give Safri or the other Bretonnians the opportunity to attack us when we're not there to defend. I'd also kind of like to attack Carrick Ziflin at some point, but not as part of a WAAAGH target or anything like that. Okay, so Bastogne is bringing up some more armies. Okay, we got a handful of turns here. So let's see.
What you ask is impossible.
I think we can take that without too much trouble.
I am a lord of Bretonia. Never.
Everything together might be a little bit hard, but how far can they move?
Do you take me for a churl?
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come right to here. Just right there. Okay. And then, is this our big boss?
What you ask is impossible.
You dishonor me.
I don't care for this order.
Okay, maybe if we can keep Esther from moving, 60% success, 1% chance of failure. Okay, so they could at best come up with one army, and the other one would be stuck behind. Okay, damage walls. And then over here, let's come all the way up to Castle Bastogne. We'll still technology. If we can.
You take me for a fool, sir.
Okay, good. And how many territories does Bastogne have? Bastogne? They have 2. Okay. So we know that they're there and there. That's it. That's the extent of their territory. Now, what about Artois? 3. So 1 here, and then I think they have territory like here and there, but I'm not absolutely certain. Okay, now we can move well through there. Fatter than anyone. Okay, let's see. That'd be a real risky maneuver with Grom. But we can do this with Grom and be relatively safe. We can come up to here.
Chariots rolling out.
We can encamp and replenish. Next turn, we lay siege. Grom moves under. We attack together. We don't push up on Montfort like we did last time. We wait a turn before we do that. But then Durbach Spitebacker can come over here, and we can push through here pretty quick. And then after we do all of that, then we can call upon our WAAAGH and be relatively safe. Okay, so let's end our turn. Let's see what happens here. Skarsnik would like us to join war. Once again, we always decline because we're just not quite ready yet. We would have been ready this episode, I think, had I not lost those armies. In our previous episode, or 2 previous episodes ago, whatever. Skarsnik is recruiting up a little bit. And he's still not very strong. It's probably only a matter of time before Grimgor goes over there and attacks Skarsnik. Ooh. Carrick Ziflin, they're coming up to attack this? I hope they don't... Oh, I hope they don't sack it. I hope they don't actually initiate the battle. But what's nice about that is that would leave them weak, and we could, after taking out the Bretonnian factions here, attack the doors before they have a chance to recover. So, I mean, what I see is opportunity. Because I'm a conniving goblin. Okay, we're going to have some action now, finally. Be at war with the following faction, Grimgore's Ardboys. Are you insane? No thanks. I don't think we're going to complete that. Now this army is going to move all the way down to here. Nobody came out to challenge Zark Blackbog. So now we'll come up to lay siege. I probably could have assaulted or damaged the walls there. But that's okay. That's quite okay. Now with Grom, we underground move. And we land right there. And now we got good odds. Looks good. We'll sack it for the money. So now we got 19,000, nearly 20,000. Enemy killed in battle. Grom can't replenish. This army, though, we can push up to right there. Put a point for the Gabos. And then our bosses, Gutter Fighter. Serial Luda, hero recruitment cost for Shamans. Gutter Fighter. We can get the Dragon Helm. All right, I'm still not going to call upon the WAAAGH. I think it's just a little bit too early. A little bit too early. I want to clear some of this out first and get our income set, and then most likely we'll go after the elves. Yeah, I kind of think that's the right choice. But I'm not completely decided. Let's go look for Artois back here. There we go. Try to steal technology again, and we can see steal technology an additional 5%. Now, who's got this? Marienburg is still up. Does Heinrich have any territory other than his starting settlement? Has he done anything? I don't really think he does. No, he's got one settlement. And this is good territory for us, so we might actually come in here and take that. Let's block army here. Darn, we failed. Now we're back over to Grom's army. We're going to go ahead and get Mob Boss. Reduce our upkeep reduction. And the Fishy Tittle Muncher. The Purple Son of Xerius. Steal technology, scouting, sneaky stabbing. Let's put a point in the scouting if we ever get him in an army. It's a useful spell.
You need help.
All right, we look pretty good. And I kind of feel like we should maybe spend a little bit to upgrade. Because we got some money lined up for us here. I can't imagine where they're going. Maybe they're going to try to take the settlement now. And since we failed, they're able to move back safely. And what would you like? A non-aggression pact? No, thank you. Now, I do think Artois owns the capital over here. And they are abandoning their territory. What can you expect? Okay, we got a rank gained for our shaman over here. And we'll pick specialist. Any other skill points that we have? Nope. Are there any heroes that I can recruit? No, we're at our cap for everything. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what this is all worth. Yes, I have to sack this at least one more time to be able to move on. So let's go ahead and do that.
Told you we'd win, boys.
It's deja vu. I feel like we've done all this before. A potion of strength, income from sacking, lots of stuff. Skill points. So let's see. The gobos. Potion of strength. And gutter fighter, specialist, stalker. Let's get elusive. And we'll put a point into elusive. Okay, and then what is this worth? It's worth 8,300. So the dwarves didn't really attack it. Now we could initiate with Grom. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's initiate with Grom because it's worth 1,000 more. Okay. And now we're going to underground move. Landing right here. And we'll go ahead and thump him on the head. And we'll sack it. A potion of tetanus for Durbach. And a potion of healing. Good, we got some of our stuff back. Thank goodness. So here's our potion of toughness. Pit boss. That affects night goblin units. So, you know what? It's maybe not the best item for this army. And he didn't gain a skill point. Now, Grom. Let's see here. With Grom, I think we're going to come back. Let's see. Oh, no. Do nothing. Do nothing. Whoops. Okay, and then we'll come right up to here.
Grom the Paunch.
Okay, everybody's replenishing. With Grom, we can go ahead and get Mob Boss, upkeep reduction. And another point into the Purple Sun of Xerius. And let's go sneaky stabbing. Hero not moved. Let's see. Let's see. Let's come down here and steal technology. And then we'll take our other goblin and just come over this way. We'll prepare to damage the walls. Now, who are you at war with? So I think he's gonna come over here and he's gonna take this. And if he does, we'll go ahead and thump him on the head, move down this way, and then get up in the Blackstone Pass before they can even really do anything. Before they know what hit them, we'll be all over them. And we're gonna pick scouting, and then let's go ahead and spend a skill point, or end our turn, spend a skill point. I was looking at the one turn remaining on our research, and somehow it just came out of my mouth as spending a skill point. Non-aggression pact here. He doesn't have any allies or anything, so it's not like declaring war on Heinrich is going to get us into a conflict with the Red Duke. And he did settle this. Grom's right there. We'll probably wipe him out. I almost feel guilty. You know, I almost feel guilty. But then again, this territory is not good for us. And like, let's say we just let the undead take it. And then every time the high elves come over here, they take attrition. If Reichland comes in here, they take attrition. So, gosh, I don't know. Maybe we should just leave Heinrich up. It's a tough choice for me. But then again, we could take the little mountain range here and maybe get the one further down. Possibly even take Marienburg, but I don't think that would be worth it for us. Confederation Grim, Gore's Ardboys, and Skull Crag. I don't know who Skull Crag is. Corone has confederated Bastogne. Ah, so that takes away our targets here. And so we'd have to go to war now with Corone. Now, do I want to go to war with Corone instead of the High Elves? Oh, boy. I think they're busy. I think they're busy with Wulfric and the Red Duke. So I'm gonna leave them be.
Who needs stabbing?
I'm gonna leave them be. But then with Grom now, let's come all the way up to here. Let's go say hi to the dwarves. Let's say hi to Carrick Ziflin. They've only got the one settlement, so we should wipe them out, right? That's right. Ransack the Gits, and we'll go ahead. We'll get in here, all over them.
Getting it done. Great and powerful, warboss.
And let's see. We like big battles, right? Yes, we do.
I'm the boss.
We'll call Skarsnik to help. He's not going to be able to help. He's not going to get here in time to help us with them.
Get him.
But there you go. Look at that. Just boop.
Loots and glory.
Meat, loots, and glory. That's right. Let's go ahead. Let's sack it. We're not going to take it.
Who can I stab? Move in.
But let's move back in.
Get it done. All right, all right.
It's like a little goblin party over here. Now we're up to 38,000. Look at us go. And are all of our armies full stacks? They are. So now we have to decide. Are we going to go after the elves? Or are we going to go after Reichland? And you know what? I think it would be smart to go after the elves. Even though this is absolutely horrendous territory. We could take it and occupy. And then if anyone ever tries to come over here and threaten the vaults, we don't have to worry about moving through this territory with hostile elves. So I think we should come over and we should call the WAAAGH upon the Oak of Ages. I really think that's what we should do. Just a bazillion things to click through in there. Let's go ahead and look at our heroes that haven't moved. So let's come down this way. And we'll cruise down this way as well. And everybody in here is replenishing. We got research. Let's go ahead and get Poland Teeth. And then Oglok the Orrible will be next. That's an orc boss. This gives us increased extortion rate, 5%. So we'll earn a little bit extra over here, like not even 50. It's really pathetic. And we really won't earn much over here. Also less than 50. So that's really only going to give us like 100 extra income at best right now. And then off in here, let's go ahead and get magical reserves. And this is our Night Goblin Shaman. Let's go ahead and get sneaky stealing. And then the Gabos. Inspiring Presence. This is our other war boss. And let's go ahead and merge some units here. And let's just pick up some new Gabos. And let's call our WAAAGH. So we're going to select our target. No, I don't have to click anything over there. I just click here. 15, the Oak of Ages. Oh boy. And do we want Mork, missile strength? Or do we want weapon strength? I think let's go with missile strength this time. So let's go with Mork. Mork is best, of course. It's clear. It's obvious. And what's going on here? The Big Humies trophy. Okay, so this is the trophy that we have right now. Oh, so did these get replaced? So we'll get research rate, ammunition, and missile strength. Ah, and then once we like replace the trophy. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if I want the trophy to be replaced. I'm not entirely sure how that works. I think you can only have one trophy at a time. Let's end our turn. Ikit Claw of Clan Scryer wishes to speak with us. Well, Neglect. We might end up wiping them out. And there you go. With the dwarves nearly wiped out, you got the Borrow Legion is moving in. Scarsnake has hopped over. Now, Scarsnake, no, you should just go settle the miner settlement there. I don't know what he's doing. Scarsnake being a slow duck out the gate. And I don't even know what that sentence means. And the Wood Elf heroes are now starting to come out of the forest. War declared Marienburg and the Borrow Legion. And Marienburg and the Defenders of the Great Plan. So Nakai is up there somewhere. And the Red Duke attacks Montfort. But then doesn't occupy it. It instead goes into a forced march.
Enough to stop anything.
Okay, we're starting to get our units here.
Great and powerful war boss.
Oh, we were only at 17 out of 20. Whoops. I didn't even think about that. Oh, that's okay. We got some squigs. We got some gobos. Let's go ahead here and attack the settlement.
Grom.
And I think what we'll do is we'll raise it to eliminate the faction. We got some regiments of renown. One of them is the Arachnarok Queen. Oh boy, that's a lot of stuff. Put a point into the Gabos. And it almost feels like we didn't get our recruitment here. What happened? What happened with my recruitment? You know what? Let's go 1, 2, and 3. Get some rock lobbers in that army. And then now with Grom the Paunch, we can start. Let's see. Who owns this? This is the Borrow Legion, so we'll take attrition through there. And we can raid in here for some effective income. So let's go ahead and come to about here. And then Grom will move up to about here as well. So they're together. Okay, and then Durbach will catch up in a few moments. And we want to go ahead and scout this way. Now this is Grom the Paunch, so let's go ahead and now get... let's pick up Lightning Strike, just for fun. We don't really need it, but it will make a few things just a little bit easier. Put some points into Elusive. And the Gabos. Okay, so we've got the Gabos. Let's get Drip and Tips. And that's everybody. So now what do I want to say? We're rating 1800 there. That's nice.
What you want?
Okay, and I feel like what's going on with our? How come it's not telling me to move him? Because we should be getting a notification.
Let's go.
But let's move off this way. We have 31% research rate for a handful of turns, and we got plenty of money, I think, to come over here. So what we want to do is we want to hop through in here, and
Glade Lord.
gosh, I don't know. Go to war with them. They're gonna have a nasty garrison. It's gonna be terrible. I honestly don't know how we're gonna fare with all these goblins trying to fight the wood elves. It's basically gonna be like fighting the Bretonians, but worse. So it makes me a little nervous. Skarsnik has settled Carrick Ziflin, so that probably means eventually he's going to go to war with Heinrich, and we're going to have to choose. So I don't know. That could be problematic. Of course, if we backpedal and go wipe out Heinrich right now, Skarsnik just takes it over. And somehow we've lost our raiding income? Durthu's going to be hard to take down, too. We're just a bunch of teeny-weeny goblins. They're going to ask for peace again. And no thank you. Ambusher discovered. Odo Mercier. And let's see. Looking at the time. We're going to go ahead. We're going to end this here. When we come back in the next one. Oh, boy.
Everything dies.
You know, I kind of wonder if we shouldn't just come over here and take out Heinrich so Skarsnik can move in and settle that and occupy it. That would allow Skarsnik to have some territory over here. But then we lose the undead corruption protection when Karl Franz starts heading this way. So I don't know. So what we'll do is we'll just wait and see if Skarsnik and Heinrich come to blows with each other. If they do, we'll jump in and support Skarsnik. In the meantime, when we come back, we're going to move Grom and our Goblin War Boss, Zark. We're going to underground move into here so that we can get some replenishment and get topped off. And we'll come down with Durbach as well. And then we're going to make our way over into here. And we're going to go after King's Glade. And that's what we're going to do when we come back. And the next one, hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you did with comments or thumbs up. I'm enjoying it. Lots of fun. It's nice to have the 3 armies and the WAAAGH. We got plenty of money. And let's go see if we can take some pain and good fighting to the pointy ears that are in the forest. Until next time, you have yourself a good afternoon and take care.